Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome to Coffee Time. My name is Holly. I'm a psychic medium and an energy reader, and this is your Monday reading. So it is a general reading. Please understand that. Please don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. Just sit back and be entertained if it's not your reading. So I like to start with the vibe, and then I'll get to the cards. And I use cards in general readings as a vehicle to listen to the voice of spirit. So I like to start off with mugs because I like them. And interesting, huh? I don't know why they want me to go into this, but when I was, and I'm getting ready to start working full time again, but in a different field. But when I was working my other day job full time, I would very often, before going into work, and sometimes at that day job or just with friends, whatever, I would post a mug of the day. And I think that's why I continue to do that now, because it was always more than just, hey, this is what I'm using today. I was always led to something that would be significant about the vibe for the day. And the way I do this now is that I specifically call on spirit. I ask for spirit. What do you want the collective to know? What embodies, what saying, phrase, whatever image, what embodies the vibe for the day that this reading is meant for, which will be Monday, which is Monday. I'm doing this on Sunday evening. And it is important, what we say, what we wear, what we think in terms of the messages on them, if you wear things with words or images, because we are consuming what is, and we are internalizing what is around the fluid. Okay, so it's sort of like, and yes, I know it's pseudoscience, but it's the documentary, the documentary, What the Bleep Do We Know? And the Masimuro, I think was his name. Ooh, sorry if I got that wrong. But there were a lot of books that he did. I think he's passed now, but they were the water studies. And I do believe that our thoughts and our words impact our emotions. I'm going into a big, long spiel about this for some reason. I didn't expect to, so that's part of it. If there's anyone who is interested in water studies, in terms of the messages we give and we speak over bodies of water, do impact their very structure, their cellular structure. Everything has a cellular system, if you want to call it. That's what I'm calling it. I'm sure it's called something else, but it is, I'm not a scientist at all, but it is important how we speak about ourselves and what we say about others. And right now, it's hard to put a cap on that mouth, but what we need to consider for today, not what we need to, but what, if you so choose to, you have free will. Everything is about free will. If you so choose to, I couldn't help but pick up Happy Camper. This was the mug I was drawn to. Happy Camper. Who knew? And it was really the imagery on the other side of it. So it's basically relating to holding in the highest regard and holding the best intentions for wildlife, for nature, for the earth that is gracious enough to allow us to walk on her, for all that is in this world that we call home while we are in this incarnation. If you are so inclined, state positive affirmations, state a prayer of protection. The earth needs us now. Okay. So be a happy camper and think good thoughts about the energy that we call home. Oh, so good. I think I'm going to put this here for now so you can see it. All right. Now, let's get to it. Let's find out what the, not this one, okay. What deck of cards do you want me to use to get started for a general message? And I have no idea where we're going with this today. All right. This is the one. They want me to use the Golden Wheel Tarot. And I'm going to go ahead and put my glasses on now because I know I'll need them. It's an interesting deck. It's very pretty. It has that kind of sun imagery, almost like a compass. They're long, but they're narrow, so they're a little easier to shuffle. Just a little easier because it doesn't feel as bulky. All right, and the imagery is gorgeous. All right, so Mother, Father, God, all that is, creator of all things, spirit guides and guardians, beloved elementals. And when I say elementals, I mean fairies, gnomes, animal kingdoms, all that, you know, the nature energies. And there are distinctly nature energies. Why would we be so haughty to think we're the only ones with protectors? Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, I didn't do a very good job with that shuffle. So what is the, they want me to take this one. Okay, I don't know why. It's face down. We're just going to take it and go with it and run with it. They want me to go ahead and start with that and look at it now. What is it? Three of Wands. This is the feeling of what I've been saying. Reaching out to the light. Holding upward in a prayerful stance to the light. Normally with the Three of Wands, it's somebody who's waiting and watching. And this could be someone waving goodbye or waving them on. Who knows? But I feel like it's someone, it's as though this is someone who is comfortable, relaxed, basking in the sun, and greeting the day. Okay? All right. What do we have? What do we have about that? What is going to happen when we greet the day? We've got some massive astronomical, astrological happenings coming up. This sun energy feels really significant. And even though we have some lunar eclipses coming up, I feel like the solar energy is really equally as important. It's what we don't see or what we are not aware of that will be coming out of in the light of day and in the dawn of truth. I don't know where that came from, y'all. That just popped straight on out. I could feel it being formed and like just had to open my mouth and let it out. So I don't know in what way or what direction, but things are going to change. I've been feeling extra hopeful today. It's been a busy day, but it's been one where I just realized I haven't felt this close to normal in a long time. So what is the message about this greeting the day? Greeting new wisdom, greeting new information, coming to a place of peace, harmony, and justice. That is important. Well, I don't think we're going to, Okay, just when I was about to say, I don't think we're going to get anything else out of this deck, it said open it up, and it just kind of fell open in the middle. The sun. It's always the best card in the deck. And again, sun energy. So there is going to be something that's going to be brought to the light of day. Something is going to be brought to our awareness. For others, it's recognize your part in things. Recognize your part that you have played. And that's all I need to say about that. So, okay. But that is a little bit separate from this. In this reading, we are going to have a recognition. We are going to gain new knowledge and information that will shift everything. All right. We're staying with this solar energy. Queen of the Sun Oracle. This is what we're going to next. All right. I need clarification, please. Could you give me clarification? There is a sense of excitement around this. There is a sense of excitement. All right, this one just slid right on off the table. If I hadn't caught it, it would have been on the floor. Beginnings. Card 13. Add that together, it's a 4. It's the 4 pillars, the 4 directions. Okay. We are coming into an ancient and wise wisdom. There will be a beginning, a new beginning. It's going to be the most disenfranchised among us who will take the lead with the greatest strength. I want you to hear that. Okay, what else? What else do you have to tell me? So people need to get off their high horses and just say, let's do it. We have a lot to learn about strength and wisdom coming from an ancient practice. All right, as I was shuffling and nothing else flew out. Hey, Aggie, you here with me? Okay, I'm going to put you down instead of having you sit right on the table there, honey bunny, okay? Because I don't really want you in this frame right now, okay? Thank you. Thank you, baby. All right, so look at the bottom of the deck. Illumination. This looks like a combination of the Chariot and the Tarot. And this isn't just one or two horses. This is a team, because there are two on either side, with the sun energy behind. Illumination is rushing in and coming forward. Illumination is the theme. All right, I'm going to leave that there. What else? What else am I supposed to pull from? So we've got the Three of Wands, the Sun, beginnings, and illumination, all of which have a very strong resonance with truth, justice, wisdom, coming into strength, rushing in, and I mean powerfully. This feels like a tidal wave. Not a literal one, okay? No. Yes. The Pulp Tarot. Okay. So we're going to use the Pulp Tarot now. Now this one does not have any connections with sun imagery, so it'll be interesting to see what we get. I'd like I would like cards that clarify, please. Mother and Father God, please bring cards that clarify. Interesting here. Okay. We had card... No, never mind. I'm misreading something. Okay. I was looking at numbers. I thought I'd already used the one. Okay. Never mind. All right. So what is the message for the collective to help us with clarity and clarification about the clarification coming in? And it's not just clarification, it's new information. I get the message and I get the feeling and I get the knowing. I just know there's going to be something coming in that's new. There is new information coming in. What is this about, please? Or how do we handle it? Or what is going on? Okay. Okay. I tried to grab this card because I thought it was a bad shuffle, and it was bound and determined to not stay in my hand. High Priestess. Okay. Tell me what I need to know about that, please. Okay. Okay. And there was another card that was sticking out. All of them were like this, and this one was out to the side. So I kept hearing, I asked, should I take it? Should I put it back? And they said, take it. It's the Four of Wands. Very large group of women celebrating. All right, so with these two cards, I'm asking Spirit, help me, give me the words, tell me what it means about hidden knowledge coming to light, rushing in. It's an intense feeling. I cannot explain how intense this feeling is in terms of, it's almost like it's hard to catch your breath because everything is going to start moving so quickly. The High Priestess is a person in this instance that is a collective feeling, but also an individual. There is a group working, okay, they don't want me to talk about that. But there is one that will step to the forefront. There is a female who is going to change the course of history as we know it. I got this message the other day. There is going to be a female. There is going to be a woman who is going to bring the light of day into fruition and justice. And the Four of Wands, all these, it's a card of celebration, coming together, solidifying relationships, partnerships, whatever. This is truly a whole bunch of people, all predominantly female, getting together to have a party. Now, that doesn't mean that men are not involved in this, but it means there is going to be a coming together. And it's going to be led by a woman. I'm telling you all, it's going to be led by a woman. All right. All right. I think that's the whole message. They're not going to give me any more than that right now. I can already feel it. But that has been the feeling of hopefulness I think I've been having all day too. All right, so let's get a message for the collective on a more personal level, something at home. I would like to get something that would resonate with those in the collective that would be related to something happening at home, because I feel like that's like big, and if it's changing the history as we know it in the world, well then that's I think that's more than just in somebody's home. Okay, what? All right, that didn't want to come out. Why didn't that want to come out? And it's the Three of Pentacles, working together. Thank you. So that is where male and female energies and any energies in between, regardless of identification, that's how they're going to come together, because we are going to have to work together. So it's not about gender, it's not about one or the other, but I do feel like there's going to be someone that will take the lead in the front, and that will be a female, but we are all going to have to work and join hands, okay? All right, now, let's see what we've got. What is the message for the collective on a personal level, separate from that first reading that I do feel like has to do with world events? So, what is the message? And I do mean world events. So, what is the message for the collective, for anyone that this will resonate with on a personal, at-home level in your personal life? All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what comes out. What are the messages? Okay, and this one kept trying to come out for a while now. Okay, we got a third one. Very distinctly so. And a fourth one. It actually landed on the floor. Anything else? I kind of don't think so. No. Okay. All right. Get these all sorted out here. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh. Stretch. Okay. Whew. I'm all dizzy. Okay, let's put these in order. Actually, it was this order. Okay, because this is the one that kept wanting to come out first, even before this one that flew out first. All right, so the last three flew out. The first one was fighting coming out of the deck, but it was distinctly wiggling its way out on its own, and I heard I need to take that one, okay? And that was from the minute I started shuffling. I need a little sip. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hope I didn't slurp. All right. Five of Wands. About the NDE. If there's anybody watching, someone asked about that. The near-death experience I had. I mentioned it in the mediumship video I made over the weekend. I've actually mentioned that before, so if you want, I didn't go into a whole lot of depth, but enough for you to get the point, what happened. I actually died twice in this car. It was a car accident. And if you go to the search box for YouTube, just put in Holly Speaks to Spirit NDE. And it should pop up a short. I made a brief short, and I also included it as part of one of the readings for the day. I talked about it. So, because it was significant for whatever was going on in that reading. I don't really remember now. Anyway, so, all right. Okay. Let's see. Five of Wands. All right. So the first one, Five of Wands, the one that was fighting Get Out. And in this instance, the Five of Wands, I swear, whenever I see this card in this deck, instead of seeing fighting and like stick fighting, I see maypole dancing, but with a whole bunch of maypoles. It's like everybody's got their own individual maypole. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard it. It's people are fighting not with each other, but in internal battle. So someone is going through an internal battle right now. And this spread is designed, or I asked for this to be specifically about someone's personal life. So someone is having an internal battle and an internal struggle. This one, and we've had this one before, that nautilus shell is really significant, but she also is dancing. It's the carefree nature of this card that is really significant to me in this reading. So whomever is in their own head battling with themselves, no one else, but they're in some internal strife. They're having internal strife and struggle with some kind of battle within themselves that they're dealing with. Only you can break free from that. Only you can create change in your life. Only you can shift the way you're thinking. Only you, if you need to get out of a relationship, or if you want to get into one, if you want to get away from something or into something, if you want freedom, or you just want to take a breath and not have to deal with anything for a moment. That's this card. The Queen of Cups in this instance is not about relationships with others, but about a relationship with yourself. It's find your levity, your lightness, your humor, and your dance. And you don't have to physically be able to dance. It is the dance of spirit. When you put down the weapons, because the only person you're hurting with those weapons is yourself, and you realize how strong and powerful you are, how beautiful you are. I don't think someone hasn't heard that. Someone doesn't understand how much they have to offer right now. It feels like whomever this is for, and it could be more than one of you, but it feels like, and there's a whole lot of us who have heard awful messages for a good part of our lives. And so, you know what? This is symbolic of the strife that happens when we internalize messages that we're just coming from a place of insecurity of others, not anything based in reality about anyone who hears any of these awful messages. Learn to break free and be who you are. You know what? I almost picked up a cup or a mug that had a bunch of just goofy looking, funny flamingos. I love flamingos so much. And it had a whole bunch of them on there. And the message I heard was, you be you, no matter if you feel goofy or not, because someone's going to think you're beautiful, because you are. That's the message. Okay. What else? So this is about doing the internal work to fortify, to strengthen, and believe in yourself, even if others don't. That has to come first, your belief in yourself. Nine of Pentacles. Once you do that, that's when you come into the fruition of all the things that are important to you. That's when you can either regain health or wellness or You can finish the program you wanted to finish, or you just find peace within your home. You find peace within your body. You find peace within your life. You find peace within your belief. If we keep waiting for everything to be perfect, it will never be perfect. It could be a whole lot better, granted, but we have to find our center of balance. And that brings me to this card, Two of Pentacles. This is a teenager, appears to me to be a teenager, juggling two sunflower pentacles while riding a bike on sand, no less. And because this is a young, or maybe someone in their early 20s, but because we've got the Queen and then we've got this one, if you go back to the beginning and you think about what you heard that made you feel like you weren't good enough, I bet I bet you would say, what? I don't think so. Okay? There's a practice in psychology where you can, I forgot what it's called. I just remember reading about it and being told about it too. You can go back, and it is very valid to do. You can fantasize, daydream, do a meditation, whatever you want. You can go back in time in your mind to a situation, walk into that situation, as long as you're not being re-traumatized by it, okay? Just do what you feel like is the best thing for you to do. And this is only a suggestion. I'm not telling you what to do. And as the disclaimer, this is only for entertainment purposes. Okay, so in your mind, you can go with, as the adult you are today, you can go back, or you can get a bodyguard or an archangel to go back in time with this young person and face those comments and say, "You going to say that to me with this person here? Are you that brave now?" And you don't have to retaliate. You could just get them to shut up. And it's okay to say those two words. A lot of people, it's like, "Oh, yeah, my God, somebody tell me to shut up." A whole lot of people kind of frankly need to shut up. And I'm okay saying that right now. I've always been the one, please rethink, blah, blah. Sometimes just shut up. That's what you want to yell. And whomever, and I'm getting fired up, whomever gave this little person those awful messages that led to this internal battle and strife, well, I'm telling you right now, you didn't do your own work, so don't think you can take it out on someone else. You all need to have a big old fat shut up for that. While I'm over here drinking my delicious coffee, being a happy camper. Now, don't put yourself physically in the real world in danger. That's not what I'm saying. This is all internal. But it's almost like another way. Okay, here's another way you can handle this. And again, this is only a suggestion. Either you could do it yourself, or you could have a guardian or a guide come do this in meditation. All the anger and frustration and all the difficulty and all the aggression thrown at you, see it in the form of whatever you want, whether it's like little burrs, or that get stuck in your clothing when you go walking in the woods sometimes, or whatever it is. Ask them to come and remove each one from you, from your etheric form, not your shield necessarily, but from your etheric body. Ask your guides and guardians to come and pull each one of those negative things off you and away from you. Ask them to take them and dispose of them so that you can be left free, lighthearted, feeling better, and happy being you, no matter where you are in the moment. And if you don't want to do any of that, that's fine. Don't do any of it. And this isn't everybody's reading. This is only for a few. Okay. All right. Anything else we need to know about that, please? don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to do one card from the Unfolding Path Tarot. What is the last bit of advice, Spirit Guides and Guardians, Creator of all things? What is the last bit of advice that you have, because I'm getting ready to finish up this reading. So what is the last bit of advice that you have for whomever resonates with this reading? Okay? What is your last bit of advice for anyone that resonates with this reading? And I'm not going to shuffle them. I'm just going to open them up to the middle. Look at this. We had the High Priestess, and we also have the Page of Fire, or the Page of Wands. And the Six of Cups. This is a victory through manifestation, your belief in yourself, your personal belief system about yourself and your worth. That is what leads you to a victory. That is when you understand what you can do. And this is about you at any age understanding how powerful you are. A High Priestess can do just about anything. All right, I got real fired up there. Sorry if that startled a few of you, but you know, sometimes you just have to do that. Sometimes, you know, I try to show as much compassion as I can all the time, because you never know what someone's going through. But if you're just being taken for granted and used up, if someone fed you bad messages, if someone tried to belittle you, or someone tried to take advantage, or whatever was going on in that was just horrible, and it's impacted someone's entire lifetime. It is never too late to remember who you are. It is never too late to remember your value and your worth. It is never, ever too late. As long as we are breathing and in this incarnation, we have the chance and the ability to grow and become who we were always meant to be. And who we were meant to be is someone happy and at peace. It doesn't matter how little or how much you do, you achieve, or you have. It is about being happy and at peace. And people, if they did utter horrible things to you, instead of internalizing it, think about that person for just a second. You don't want to focus on it too much. Most of them may not even be alive any longer. And think about their lives. And were they very good lives? Would you want to live that person's life? Probably not. Because you have to think about where someone would be. And I'm talking about people, if they did that with you, they probably did it with every other person they came into contact with, except the ones they wanted to brown nose with, that they thought might be a stepping stone. All right. This was intense. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but it was pretty intense. And I actually even got a little bit of a headache that moved through, so I know there was something coming from somewhere. Huh. All right, everyone. Take care. Be well. Huh. Yeah. And, okay. We'll talk soon. Thank you for being you. No one has the right to say anything negative about who you are or what you are. because you have a perfect soul. Okay. I'm sending love and gratitude, so thank you.